Hi, my name is Holly Mandel. I am the founder and CEO of iMERGENCE. We've been around since 2011, and our joyful task, is turning companies into yes and businesses where they are fueled by collaboration, creativity, inclusion, and a lot of joy.
Yeah, and I'm Sarah Hicks. I'm the director of corporate events at iMergence. I do a lot of the client consulting, talking with people from small startups to big global companies all over the US and Zoom everywhere. And yeah, we're just really excited to talk a little bit about what we do because improv can sound so strange to people if they have no idea what it's about.
So strange. So strange. A long time ago, not so much now, but a long time ago, the first questions I would get getting on a call with a client was, why would we ever pay for improv for our company? And you really had to sort of like describe improv in a different way. The improv has been synonymous with comedy and performing for such a long time. Now, I would say in the last decade, more and more people are open to improv and knowing that there are some amazing skills that really only improv, I think, can deliver. That's my opinion, but also experience. And it delivers it quickly. And I think that's why when Sarah and I started, we were teaching classrooms. We noticed that the speed in which a group of strangers would coalesce and just start operating as one group was just phenomenal.
Ah, it's like you build those fast bonds so quickly when you have all the ingredients like set out and given to you and put in the bowl one at a time, then the pasta's amazing.
And our company is called iMergence for that very reason. The I is for improv, but it's not just about improv. We're not here to teach improv, actually. We're here to create emergence. And so the I with emergence, you get it. So emergence is the coolest concept. When I first heard it, I was like, that needs to be talked about a lot more. Emergence is this result of all these pieces coming together, and yet the total of that coming together is more than just the parts coming together, if that makes sense. There's an extra ingredient, something more happens that you can't just reduce back to the individuals or components. And so emergence is magical. It's hard to capture. It's hard to force into being, but we all know from sports teams to performances to businesses, when emergence happens, magical change happens immediately.
It's reminding me of your polka dot shirt. If you just have one of those polka dots out by itself, bring them together. Look at that.
Glorious. Glorious. Thank you for that, Sarah.
You're welcome. I love a shirt reference.
Nice mug.
Thank you. I was born with it.
So we like to focus on new books or articles that come out that help make our point. And this is from Fast Company, which is a great online publication. And I think it's hard copy still. I think it is. This was about workplace evolution. I mean, come on, what's cooler than that? And it's called Why Your Leadership Team Needs Creatives, Not Just Strategists. So your whole team needs creative people in it, and you need your team to be more creative. And I think a lot of times, and Sarah, you talk directly with clients a lot, so I'd love to know sort of that conversation that you have. But a lot of times people don't understand that creativity is beyond dancing and painting and singing and poetry.
It's and they want it's funny when I speak with clients a lot, they're like, I just want my team to be more confident at being creative. And you're like, well, we can show them how to do that. Like it's all the great thing about the experiences that we teach and the events that we teach is they're doing it in the moment and in real time. So they're going to see what it's like to be creative when you put all of the right tools in place. When
Yeah.
you set up the environment to be a place, you're going to be astonished, especially like if you see people in your group that are like you assume are very introverted and they are never really speaking up, when you give them all of these tools, they're some of the most creative people in the room. They just never have been given the chance.
1000%. And our philosophy and experience shows everyone's creative. We can't not be creative. Creative is a mindset, and we teach that mindset, and we give you really quick ways to get to that mindset. Some of the things that we've noticed with companies that are having trouble with creativity is they don't realize they aren't creating conditions for creativity to thrive. The environment, the conditions, right? If you're in an improv class that Sarah and I teach, of course, people come there willing to learn this skill. But when you are in an office setting, sometimes you don't realize the conditions that you are swimming in every day really actually kill creativity. So we outlined a couple that we thought are valuable and important. So if you want to have this little checklist, and you can even like investigate, like, how is your team or company doing? The first one is mistakes are fuel. I don't know if you want to say anything about that, Sarah, but we love that one.
It's a way of looking at things that they might actually lead you to somewhere really cool rather than something god awful.
Yeah, because if you're in a creative pursuit, you're trying to come up with new ideas, you cannot be afraid of making a mistake. It is a completely different part of the brain. There's a brain that watches, don't make a mistake, don't make a mistake. It's very low energy and it's very punitive. Fear, fear. But if you're in a space where, like, let's just see what happens, you're in a completely different mindset, which is where you improvise from, by the way. And that is a curious place that's not so worried. Is this, maybe out of the 8 ideas I just came out with, one is good. Fantastic. But you might not have gotten to that one idea if you were scared of 7 wrong ones.
So true, so true.
Mhm. The second piece that we think is very important to creating a environment that is creative is that it has to have trust. It has to have a we over me mindset, which is the same as a team.
Yeah, it's a lot of we done. We've been speaking a lot lately about psychological safety and making sure that the entire group knows that they are here to speak up and that they are here to be an active team member, that they don't have to sit in the back or they don't have to wait for someone else. They know that giving their idea, people are going to go, okay, let's hear more.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. Cool, let's try it.
You might be in a competitive culture, and a lot of businesses need to be competitive, and people, competition and collaboration are two sides of the same coin. However, we tend to really value competition. If it's overly weighted in your group or company, people will feel afraid. They'll try to win. They try to beat out each other. We all know what it's like to go, I got to win this argument, which means I can't take a risk that what I'm saying is wrong. But if you have a collaborative, or at least a balanced collaboration, is like, oh, hey, it doesn't really matter who said what, as long as the team gets to where they need to go, everyone was part of that, I guess, process. And if you are a manager and you're only rewarding the one person who came up with the one idea, you're kind of discarding everything that it took to get there. So maybe it's more about, we're a team and we're gonna all win, or we all are still trying.
Yeah, and I always say it's not if competitive is a part of your nature or if it's something that you need in certain moments within your work. We work with attorneys all the time. Competitive.
Totally.
And they're often like, well, I'm really good at this thing and I'm really good at shutting down other people and I need it. And then I always say, you're not going to lose that part of what you're good at by also learning this other collaborative approach. Like now you're going to have two ways in which you can function and you can use them when it's best. Also, everyone around you is going to feel better about being around you when you're in a collaborative space and want to be around you and maybe want to come to work, which
Totally.
is what I think everyone's looking for these days.
Yeah. I love that. And then the last one is, when you are in a space where you're trying to create, you have to be willing to take a risk. You have to be in a part of yourself that's leaned in, again, not worried about if something is accepted or right or wrong or pleasing the boss or pleasing the person, the highest in the hierarchy in the room. And it requires something that you might have heard before. It is the philosophy of all improvisers. It's saying yes and. It's a generative, leaned in position. And it becomes very important for you to yes and your own ideas. Oh, I couldn't possibly share. That's not very good. That's not going to get anybody anywhere. And that's why the 3 loud people keep sharing all their ideas, because they are the only ones speaking up. So for a team to work together, this yes anding of my own ideas and yes anding one another becomes a really important perspective to create.
You reminded me of when we worked, when we did this big symposium for a hospital group, and their whole week was about trust and about this kind of collaborative spirit. And it was, you have to be able to yes and yourself, you have to be able to yes and each other, and as a group, you have to yes and the problem. So it
Mm.
kind of goes back to that, like, what was the mistake? What was the problem of the thing? We're all here together and we're going to say yes and to it. And we're going to figure out how we're going to be able to move around it in this place where it's not a problem and it's not this thing. They all kind of, I love these ideas that you're saying, Holly, because they all hold each other's hand and they all weave in with each other. So it's so nice to be able to, like, these are the three things. And then they also help each other.
That's right. And that is just to finish with that idea, that is kind of the magic of improv, is that it's really a perspective. And any of these tools that we're talking about are really tools or pathways. They all get you to this mindset. So once you're in the mindset, they're all present. So kind of whatever is the thing that gets you in the mindset, and there's a lot, and that's what our sessions teach. Once you're up there, everything's sort of inherent, and that's really nice too, because then you're not kind of build-a-bear-ing your way. You just access it, boom.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, thank you for watching, and we're here if you need us.
Yeah. We love helping people be creative.